And I think they're, hold on for just a minute, please. I think they're fun to play with, but I certainly don't want them driving my life or making me do things that I don't want to, I guess I would say I don't want to do. Because sometimes we think things and then we go off because we think we're right and we do things that turn out not to be so great. or have reactions that we never could have imagined. So if we live our lives more open, if we live our lives less dogmatically, if we don't think we know everything that there is to know, and if we even take our most firmly held beliefs and give it a little bit of space to play in. You know, if our thought process about religion is a certain, fits in a certain box, well, don't change what you think. Make the box just a little bit bigger so it has a little bit more room to sort of spread out and not be so dense, not be so, so don't be so sure. It doesn't change what you think. It doesn't mean that you believe things less, but it allows you to relax into those beliefs, and maybe that will allow you to feel them even deeper because you've let go of the shoulds and the shouldn'ts and the what ifs and oh my gods, and that you'll create a relationship with what you feel that you're very, very comfortable with. And then your beliefs, whatever those are unshakable. People can come up and say, you know what? Everyone else on this planet thinks you're wrong. And you can go, I know. But I'm okay with it. Because it really boils down to that. If everyone on the planet thought you were wrong, most 99.9999% people would say, oh gosh, I better change my mind because they must be, if that many people think they're right, then I must be wrong. You're not wrong. Because there's no scale. There is no definitive scale in this world of right and wrong. There is no measure that says one person's right or another person's wrong. There are social norms. There are certain boundaries that society puts on people so that we can live together in harmony. Because again, you can't go down the street just doing whatever you want. Just because, it's like, well, I'm right, and I don't care if you think I'm wrong. You can't go do that. Because it will cause problems. It will cause strife. But if your box is a little bit bigger, then you can do a little bit more and not feel challenged that you're letting go of your core beliefs. That's all I'm suggesting, is that you give yourself enough room to become more familiar instead of just answering every question that comes up. Oh, I know the answer to that. Oh, that's what I was taught. That's what I've always believed. And, so just be gentle with yourselves. Look inside. Spend some time by yourself. We don't spend enough time with ourselves. Just go take a walk and listen. No, really, you can make all kinds of fancy metaphors and fancy stories about, go walk in the woods and the trees will talk to you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, go take a walk in the woods and see what happens. I don't know what'll happen. Trees do talk to some people. I believe that. They don't talk to me, but, I think everybody is valid in whatever it is that they feel and believe. I mean, I know lots of people who profess to be able to do this, that, or the other, or that they have these connections to this, that, or the other. And I honor that because they believe it. It's not true for me, but that doesn't mean it's not true. It's just not true for me. And it's not a judgment. It's as true to them as what I believe is true to me, and I'm willing to accept everybody on that level, that I don't care what you think. I don't care what you believe in, and I will enjoy listening to your stories about it. And yet, it doesn't challenge me. I don't have to decide whether I believe you or not. If people say they talk to angels, it's like, wow, I'd like to do that. I don't, so, but that doesn't mean I sit there and say, well, they must be off, you know, because I don't, so they can't. That's not true. It's just not. Accept everyone at their level, and you get rid of so much frustration and so much stress in your life by simply letting everybody be how they want to be. I wouldn't even go to the point of saying, you know, if you let them be long enough, they'll figure out what's real. That's not true either. They may never change. And that's okay. There's enough of us on this planet. As long as we're not harming each other, as long as we're not getting in the way of each other doing what we think is right, as long as we try and live in a way that we all fit in that interconnectedness, that we're not causing issues or dis-ease, then it's okay. And having one person, having no one or a million people agree with you does not change your sense of belief. Because this is true. I really believe this is true. If you believe something and 1,000 people say that they agree with you, you will still have doubts. You'll still sit there and say, wow, what if we're all wrong, you know? So, make your boxes a little bigger. Play a little bit. Spend more time with yourself, please. And smile. Just smile. It opens up the world. Thank you, guys. Thank you.